Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
This is Defenders Live on Mojo 50 Radio. What's up?
Yes. You can find us at doaeshow.com.
Yes, that's true.
You can find us also at mojo50.com.
First and foremost, yes.
Yes, that's, yeah, that. No, first and foremost was ours.
Oh.
DOA Show. I already called it. That was the first one. Anyway, you can find us on all the social medias, but primarily we hang our hats on the Facebooks, the Twitters, and the MeWe's. All of them at DOAE Show. Make sure you use the hashtag arm yourselves in
That's
that
right.
with an LVES because otherwise we're not going to see it.
That's right. And that's really the big issue. We want to see your comments, and we love you guys, and you know that.
We want to know you're there.
Yeah.
So today is Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. Normally, the middle of the week, hump day, nothing special.
yeah.
However,
Right.
in lieu of circumstances from yesterday,
Yes.
we're going to start to show a little something like this.
I'm ready.
It never
I'm
gets
always
old.
ready.
It never
I'm always
gets
ready for
old.
it.
It's
Always going to be there.
Absolutely.
Oh, Miss Kari Melinak is joining us.
Yeah.
How are you, darling?
I am doing well. I just sat outside at a baseball practice, and so I'm a little bit like, blah, but
Oh yeah, the sticky,
blah. Yeah.
sticky. Almost
Although
feel like
it's cooler here today in Texas. It's a balmy, like 92 degrees. So
Oh, wow.
we've gone
Beautiful.
way
But it's
down
that,
there.
you know what?
So good.
break out the pumpkin spice and flannel. It's,
Yes.
Who wants a latte?
it's right there. You know, it's 92. Woof.
Oh,
That's brisk.
Yesterday it was there was a thunderstorm. I love a thunderstorm
Oh, yes,
in the morning
so
or in the middle of the night.
Yes.
And the
seems
house
so
was
good.
so dark, and it was 70 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. And someone had commented on Twitter, "Oh, so I can get out my sweater and my boots?" And yes, you can
Yes.
for about 5 minutes.
About 10 minutes. Yeah.
And then you got to pack them up again until December 1st.
that's also true.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing like Texas weather, man.
I'll tell you what.
I love Texas. I miss it so badly.
Almost like I should go back and get my members only jacket and just throw it on.
Or don't. We're not.
No.
Members only.
I know, right? That's old.
Wow.
Buddy. That's old.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Hey, you know what? I got to do some throwback every now and again.
I'm older than you. Like,
I know, but I can do the throwback because it makes it funnier.
no, it's not because it makes me feel older.
Well, your fault. That's your fault.
It's not my fault. I didn't pick when I was born.
Did you wear a member's jacket?
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I had everything I owned, seriously, up until I graduated and went into the military. Everything I owned was about 98, 99% were hand-me-downs
Nice.
from like cousins and stuff like that. I never owned a brand new pair of clothing.
And no one ever handed down a members only jacket.
No.
I had
Too
them.
valuable.
I had them.
No.
I can't say I didn't.
I
did.
heard they're fancy.
they were fancy.
They're fancy.
Such great windbreakers.
I've seen them.
Oh my,
So good.
I've seen them.
windbreaker! Just that word is
I know, right?
a blast from the past. Like a fanny pack. Get my fanny pack to go over my windbreaker.
Those are coming back though.
Yeah, they are.
I know.
And
I saw some. I'm sorry, I just interrupted you. I saw some at Walmart the other day that were a picture of either a 6-pack or a beer belly.
I was about to say the beer belly one is definitely making a comeback.
Yeah, those are fun. But they're becoming like expensive.
Mm-hmm.
There's some high end designers who are making these things, and they're selling them for $500,000 a piece. And I'm thinking, I remember when you used to be at the state fair and you'd walk past the insurance Geico insurance booth and they would hand you one for free.
Right.
You're gonna go.
I have to admit, it was a couple weeks ago. I was shopping with my 16-year-old, and there was a leather pouch of sorts that was so cute. And I said, "Oh, this is really cute." And she said, "Mom, it's a fanny pack." I said, "No. It's a little hip pack." Mom, that's a fanny pack.
That's a fanny pack.
It's a shoulder strap, though. Shoulder strap.
It's not a purse. It's a satchel.
I know. I didn't get it.
That's a
I didn't
purse.
get it.
It's
I own a camping hip pack, but it's just for camping.
Sure.
For
it
hiking.
is.
daggone it. I'm not ready. Do me a favor real fast and ding me.
What?
Ding me.
Why?
Because
Oh,
I'm an idiot.
well, dang.
Don't pay attention to us.
What are you doing? I don't hear anything.
I didn't either.
Then we're good.
What the heck?
You're fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about
Roger
it.
that.
We're good.
Good. Sorry. Behind the scenes stuff that I wasn't prepared for. Go ahead.
This man.
Fanny packs and satchels and
Anyway, well,
suches.
let's get out of the fanny packs. Let's get out of the satchels. Let's make sure. Oh,
Ding.
we needed a couple of those.
Sorry. My shirt's like trying to.
Yeah.
crawl
Let's
down
talk
my
about
back.
combat flip flops instead.
Ooh, yes.
Summer is almost over.
It is almost over, but who cares? In Texas, you'll have summer until the end of January,
Well.
Yep.
Or,
Yep.
at least right after Christmas.
right after Christmas.
I see people in flip-flops all year round.
I see dead people too.
Moving
Yep.
on. Moving on. Moving on.
Gosh, that
Moving
that
on.
worked so well. When someone commits to stand in these flip flops,
Mm-hmm.
they're committing to join the unarmed forces. What
'Cause
does that mean?
They're sandals and they go on your
Well,
feet. That's why.
Well, see, standing. It's great, right?
You get it, see?
Combat Flip Flops has a goal. It's to create a peaceful, forward-thinking opportunity for self-determined entrepreneurs affected by conflict. Their willingness is to take bold risk to set up community connections and make distinct designs that communicate business, not bullets. They want to flip the view that of how wars are won. See, they believe that you can win a war through commerce, through education.
But wait, there's more.
There is. That got you because you haven't been listening. Everybody else knows that now. If you go to combatflipflops.com, not only will you get to see some awesome flip-flops, not only will you be able to help and support the causes that they support, but you can also use the promo code Defender25. And when you do that, you can get 25% off on your first purchase when you order anytime.
That's true.
It is true. That's combatflipflops.com. Use the promo code Defender25 and you can get 25% off. And you can help bring peace to the world.
You can help bring peace to the world through
Yeah.
flip-flops.
Through flip-flops.
Because we are the world.
We are
Seems
the
like
children.
a bargain.
It is, actually.
World peace, fun shoes.
Flip-flops, discount.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Why not?
why not? It's
I
what
think
the
it's a
world's
great
made
idea.
of.
Mm-hmm. It is an awesome idea. Unlike this Pennsylvania priest.
I love Pennsylvania priests.
Oh,
Don't you though?
we're about to change your mind.
Well, this one was arrested for stealing nearly $100,000 in church funds for gay hookups and credit cards.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's August 27th of
He
2019.
hasn't been reading his Bible.
Clearly not. Well, he's too busy apparently spending it on,
Gay
gay
hookups and credit cards.
debt.
Too
Yeah.
busy.
He's a little busy right now. The former pastor of St. Joseph Parish in Downingtown, in the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, was arrested on the felony theft charges on Wednesday, according to the New York Post. This particular gentleman made 17 separate payments totaling $1,720 to men he met on Grindr.
Not good with math.
Shut up. AI, they don't do math. Through the Square online payment app.
Wait. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
He spent $1,700 on Grindr using Square.
Yeah. So he's
Are Grindr and Square still?
Grindr is apparently still a thing.
apparently.
And Square is just a payment system.
Yeah, but nobody uses Square anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody uses either like directly like Apple Pay or Google Pay, or they do
Or Venmo.
Venmo
Isn't it Venmo?
Venmo or Money App are the two prominent ones I'm used to.
Yeah. Well, apparently this guy uses Square because he is.
I bet you he still has a MySpace page too.
Wow.
Dollars to donuts. He's got a MySpace page too. He also alleged
Did you ever do the MySpace page?
I did. You know what? And I forgot my login at one here recently, but I think at the beginning of the year I went and looked it back up again.
Just to see
it's there.
Blast from the past. Oh my gosh.
No, God, I'm pathetic. Anyway, this particular priest is alleged to have doubled his stipend amount for masses, weddings, funerals, and held at St. Joseph, prosecutor said, and is accused of using $3,000 in illicit funds to pay off credit cards.
Allegedly.
So Kari,
as a member of the
pastor
cloth,
and the
yes,
member of the
not
this specific order,
not this
but,
specific order, yeah, but
Right.
Let's get your
as someone
thoughts
who's in the
and-
field.
Yeah, how about we get your
I'm
thoughts
not on
this?
Grindr.
Not on Grindr. Well, that's good because Grindr is predominantly gay.
And gay men, so
Okay.
yeah.
So double reasons why I'm not on Grindr.
Triple reasons, honestly.
Triple. Quadruple reasons.
Now you're getting into math again, and I can't do math.
He's
you got to
not
stop.
He's
Stop.
not good at math. This doesn't do.
Reasons.
Multiples.
Just
and
reasons.
just
Yes.
reasons.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
We're gonna throw this to you and
Wanna
take
break
it
the-
away.
wanna break this
Because
down
the
a
look
little
on
bit?
your face is just priceless.
So, I'm always amazed. You know, when I first was gonna start going to seminary, I jokingly would say, "Oh, I'm bringing indulgences back," you know, which indulgences were an abuse of power, an abuse
Yes.
of the church, where you could pay for salvation, and
It was terrible.
and that's how. Yes, it's awful. It's bad. It's an abuse of power. So he would double the cost of weddings
Mhm.
and double
That's
I
indulgences.
Yeah.
and baptisms. I have a problem with paying for baptisms personally.
Wait. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you want to get baptized, I've got a bathtub, or there's a lake down the way.
No, there's
a
several lakes
river.
like within 20 minutes of driving
We
here.
can make this work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just weird. I get, you know, like at our church, we don't charge for things. Like people will give a love offering or a token of appreciation for different things, I guess, but it's never,
Yeah, but that's not a fee.
we don't have fees.
Yeah, that's not a fee.
We don't have fees. And I get that, you know, and honestly, like with a wedding or something, I could see where maybe a church would have a fee. I know where we got married, we paid a fee, you know, for the space. We had a small bit for the pastor, and I can kind of see it with that sort of thing. I can't see it with a funeral. I can't see it with a baptism. It's just weird to me.
Yeah.
But then on top of that,
Right.
to double
Mhm.
and increase a charge. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. We got to pay that overhead. The guy opened a secret account. You like that? He opened a secret checking account in 2011 to deposit donations from the parishioners at St. Joseph, said the investigators. The archdiocese became aware of the account in early 2018.
Holy crap.
It's just coming out now.
Yes.
Yes. According to his statement, he froze the accounts and conducted an investigation. Questioned the guy. So yeah, he's been doing this for
Quite
of
a
a
while.
while. The priest admitted to the account of violated the archdiocese financial controls and procedures, and also acknowledged that some of the expenditures were for personal expenses of an inappropriate nature, and that is a quote.
Right.
Of the inappropriate nature, you would think like he's indulging in like Krispy Kreme at 4 a.m.
That was an inappropriate.
That's an inappropriate
that's
nature.
That is
That's
not
called
appropriate.
gluttony, sir. That's a bad thing, but no.
Wow.
But the hot now
So,
sign was on.
priests take a vow of, celibacy, which, whoops.
Whoopsie.
All right,
They
so I have a
also-
problem
they
with that, honestly.
You what?
I have a major problem with that.
Yeah. I actually, one of my first papers in seminary was on clerical celibacy.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, and it was all really honestly based in politics.
Yeah.
It was not
It
a
wasn't
religious
based in faith.
reason. It was political and land ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I had a thought. This happens. See, we need to start like doing this show at 8 a.m. because, or 9 a.m, because then I might be actually thinking.
See, what are you talking? That's why we have you on now, because it gives it more. It's more candid. Let's put it that way.
It is. My brain is whoop, doop, doop. Which is a technical term too.
That is very technical. That's
Yes.
scientific.
Yes, I've
term.
heard it.
That was
Whoopie doopie doop.
Yes. So,
Squirrel.
but they also take vows of poverty, like the nuns do, where it's you don't live a lavish lifestyle. You just don't.
You have the
I've seen the Pope.
you have the bare
Well,
necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Yes,
about
the
the words in your
average
French.
priest, and you're absolutely right. The Pope, the cardinals, bishops, they have more extravagance that, again,
You don't say.
I have some problems
No.
there.
No.
I do.
No.
I do.
Come on.
But I think, I have a problem with a lot of and Catholic, evangelical, Baptist, Lutheran. I don't know of any mega Lutheran churches, but I have to throw that in there because I would have a problem. But anyone who goes into ministry to get rich,
Not good.
not good.
Mm-mm.
There's something wrong there. There is something wrong because ministry, you're serving.
Yeah. Well,
Period.
and I mean, if you go back to the foundations and the setups, the first ministers, in effect, that we have in the Bible, they lived off of the alms of the people.
Yep.
Yes, well, and even like Paul writes about how he says I think it was to the Thessalonians, he said, we have jobs here. We work so that you don't have to pay for us. We have every right to be supported by you
Right.
and do ministry full time, but we have day jobs so that you have, so that we can, that we're bringing this to you. It is free.
Right.
And so, I just have a problem with, and it's not, I mean, if a minister sells a book and it's a good book that's actually a good word,
Sure, maybe.
okay, that's a different thing.
Right.
But yeah, being in God's business as a business or to make money.
This guy wasn't really to make money at all anyway. It was to spend as much money as possible on gay hookups.
Because, if you're going to embezzle money, all right, it's not even embezzlement, but if you're going to steal money like that, if you're going to launder money like that, if you're going to do whatever the
He
technical
definitely
terms-
didn't launder it.
He did not launder. Ew.
Oh.
But no, I mean, I guess everybody has their vices. I wouldn't spend it on
I guess
hookups.
everyone has their vices. That grinder and
Some people
gay hooking up.
look.
That's just that darn vice. Gosh, darn it.
Some people go to Starbucks. Some people go to Grinder. I'm just saying, everybody has They're albatross, and I'm just saying.
The point is that in both cases, you're still going to get charged up the ass.
Oh my gosh, that was pretty darn funny. That was a good pun.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's almost like we do this for a living.
I know.
I know.
like
That was good.
I set them up and you knock them down.
That's right.
That was good. That was awesome.
Speaking of knocking them down, Patriot Mobile is still up there, up for a bat.
That was horrible.
I know, that was a terrible.
Not a good segue.
Terrible
You should do much
segue.
better.
That was the worst
Look,
segue ever.
You do realize that your segues are why Kari keeps coming on.
I know, and I was a terrible.
And you just screwed it up.
I just burned that bridge.
She's gonna go tell Keith later. You know what? I'm
He did
so
some
disappointed.
terrible- oh, such a
I'm
terrible-
done.
Done. The segues were there, and now they're gone. It's like
It's
what
not
happened?
the same. Things just changed. He's
know.
different. He's different, Keith. It's like I don't even know him.
Look,
Okay.
just terrible.
All right, so segue.
I'm hurt.
You know what's not terrible? Patriot Mobile. Tell us about it,
I
Steven.
hurt myself there.
He's
But not in the way that you think, because honestly, I am succeeding really well with Patriot Mobile.
Yeah, you are.
Their cell phone service
close.
is awesome. Not only that, but with their cell phone buyback program that they have, where if you have to pay off your phone to switch, they'll pay up to $500 per line and up to $1,500 per a total account. So what does that do for you? Well, for me, that means I've got free cell phone service for the next 4 months.
But wait, there's more.
There really is more. Patriot Mobile is an amazing service. These guys are a veteran-run organization. They help support your First Amendment rights, Second Amendment rights, your liberty overall, limited government, and traditional American values. Not only
That's true.
Not only that, but they also support, life.
Allegedly.
No, really. Life.
That's true.
Thank you.
For reals.
They provide reliable nationwide coverage, and you can keep your phone number. You can bring your phone over. You can buy a new one. It doesn't matter. But for a limited time only, if you go to patriotmobile.com/mojo50 or call them at 1-877-367-7524. That's patriotmobile.com/mojo50 or call them 1-877-367-7524. You can get a Moto Z3 Play for only $5 a month. That's $180 off the price of the phone. What? I know. All you got to use is the promo code 5.
That's true.
It is true. Once again, that's patriotmobile.com/mojo50 or call them at 1-877-367-7524. Tell them Mojo sent you. Use that promo code 5. What?
Nothing. I'm looking through the.
What?
That was awesome. You had a complete conversation with Dylan, and he had a complete conversation with you only through sound effects.
Oh, we can do so much better.
Very good.
We can have a 5-minute conversation minimum with just sounders.
That's awesome.
We've done it before.
Yes, on air.
We've done it before.
That's awesome.
That is the excitement of our life. Yes.
Accidental Taurus Slug, why did you get an AI that sucks at math? Not judging, just curious.
Well, we couldn't spring for all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, and it's
You had
really,
to
look, man.
Cut corners, tight budget. It was
shoestring budget. I'm not even talking about the good ones. I'm talking about the really crappy shoestrings that like break after about a week of tying them. In
It doesn't have the little plastic thing on
Right,
the end
no-
of them.
no-
It's frayed.
You know that there's a name for that.
I know, and I was just
can't
thinking
remember it.
I can't either.
Can't
It's going to make me
remember
mad
it. Yeah,
now.
I know.
SNK Thompson over on Twitter is also at DOA Show a ministry. And what if it is?
Wait. No? Maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. Are we?
Is it a ministry?
I mean, we're not a 401c3 or anything.
That's not a bad idea, though.
Ooh.
Are you making money?
No.
Not
well,
See, there you go.
Kind of. Depends.
Sort of.
Okay.
We have a little bit of overhead, so probably not.
It's not a bad. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. It's too much math for my AI. I can't do this right now.
We're hoping to spring for some of the stuff if we can get more money coming in. That's
There
what
you go. So it'll be for profit eventually, one day.
Guys, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
So how about that first story, huh? Mm-hmm.
You guys are a hoot.
What do you mean?
I think I say that every week,
You
though.
do.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's just how much of a hoot you are.
I was gonna say we keep
Every
reinforcing the hoot.
The hootness.
Yes.
The hootenanny.
Yes.
Hoot nanny.
There you go.
Hoot nanny.
Hoot nanny and a holler.
Mm-hmm.
Grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't
Just
look.
do it.
Just
don't go.
I don't.
No.
I won't.
No.
I haven't.
Good.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Keep it that way.
I am. I am. Gosh.
By the way, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
All right. Remove that at the list tomorrow.
Okay.
What was I going to say?
I don't know. What were you going to
Oh, I know. I am working. I'm going to do another. So we're doing little vlogs, but we're not calling them vlogs. It's 3-minute meditations.
At the church?
And for church, yes. And I did one, and then our senior pastor was supposed to do one, and he hasn't. So I said, well, I'm going to do another one. So I think I'm going to do it on sin. What is sin? Because that's a question that has been posed. But I'm trying to think, I mean, that's huge. And I'm trying to think, man, how do I narrow that down into 3 minutes?
Well,
that's going to be, that's a toughie.
That is a hard one.
Ding.
Yeah. So if you guys want to talk about that, we can talk about that.
Sure, we can.
It's dealer's choice.
It's all up to you. That or we got 2 new stories.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
one of them's
let's
gonna.
go with
One's gonna. Do. I could sing during my own intro.
Sure, why not?
Because why the hell not?
I mean, you were the one that came with that intro. What do you mean?
I just realized, look at the stain on his shirt.
Whose shirt?
Right here.
Oh, that is stain?
It looks like he dribbled on himself,
I think that's
doesn't
just
it?
sweat, dude.
No, look at the there and there and there. It might be sweat, but I'm telling you.
I think he like dumped a thing of water on his head.
It probably did, but he looks like he just kind of needs a bib.
What are you watching?
No, we're not watching
anything. It's a story
picture.
we're gonna dive into. It's one of your representatives, Kari.
Oh, Kari.
The look, she's like, "How dare you?"
All right.
I don't know.
All right. Which one?
Former Texas Representative and Democrat presidential candidate Robert Beto O'Rourke.
Oh, Robert Francis.
Yeah, old Dickie
Okay.
boy. Refused to disavow abortion at any stage of pregnancy Monday night, reiterating standard, quote, pro-choice rhetoric in response to a question about killing a baby the day before birth. You have got to hear this because...
that you just hear it.
And someone asked you specifically about third trimester abortions, and you said that it's a decision left up to the mother. So my question is this. I was born September 8th, 1989, and I want to know if you think on September 7th, 1989, my life had no value.
Of course I don't think that. And
of course I don't think that.
Of course I'm glad that you're here.
Of course.
But you referenced my answer in Ohio, and it remains the same. This is a decision that neither you nor I nor the United States government should be making. That's a decision for the woman to make. We want her to have...
So it's okay that the mother can think that you don't have any value? Because clearly you having, oh no, I think you have value because you're, in your 30s at this point, and you're, standing in front of me, or late 20s, whatever. I can't do math. You're standing in front of me. I'm going to tell you have value, but when my back is turned and you're not around here, I don't give a flying rat's anus. Sorry, that just. I just don't.
I don't think any topic gets you going like this one does.
No, really.
No, I can, and one day I'll tell you off air anytime, but like one day I'm going to indulge on air like my reasoning why I don't do.
Oh no.
This is my hot button. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't.
And it's such an easy one to push.
He does too, and it's like throwing a grenade inside of a pit.
I think that kid, and I call him a kid because
he is A baby.
He's a kid. 1989.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh, he's 30. He'll be 30 this year. Yeah. Sorry, my math just kicked in.
All right. Good. Woohoo.
Simple math.
Yeah, I think he poses a really good question. And what is someone supposed to say to that? And yet, if Robert is being consistent, he should say, "No, you didn't actually have life on September 7th. It would have been completely appropriate for your mom to kill you."
Yeah,
exactly. But he's pandering instead.
The answer he should have actually said was, "Well, it depends." In clearer terms, and he still said it that way, but his clear term should have been, "Well, it depends on what your mom thought." Period. Because that's ultimately what it boils down to, and I don't understand why it is that it takes two people to create said individual, said child, and yet only one of them has the ability and the authority to say anything about anything. Right. I understand the strain that a female body goes through, carrying the baby.
No, you don't.
No, he's saying he understand. He doesn't know it.
I don't know it. I understand it.
He logically.
I have perceived it.
He's seen it, and logically, he can get the notion of.
I can somewhat wrap my brain around it. I can't, obviously, not to the limit. Anyway, my point is, I understand how that goes, but the guy should still have some bit of a say in the situation. If she doesn't want it and he does, let the guy have it. Let it come to why kill it and then play it off as, well, it's not a baby until it's born. What is it then?
It's a Chevy.
Right.
I mean, it's going to come out a baby 100% of the time. I actually had a tweet. I was laughing with Steven about it earlier because the person that posted it up was like, it was 6 days ago, but I felt I needed to say something. And it was basically sat there and said that this lady actually said that having an abortion is 14 times safer than actual childbirth. And that was it, and that some abortions or all abortions are, quote, necessary. And I'm 6 days old, and I turned around and I said, no, actually, you're wrong. I said abortion has a 100% fatality rate because every single baby involved is dead. And what was it? I said there is not a reason on God's green earth why there should ever be an abortion that's necessary. There's no such thing.
There's no such
never.
thing.
So, thank you. Have a good day.
Yep.
They're quick to get rid of them before the baby is born, but God help you if you stifle the child in any way once it comes out. Don't punish it. Don't correct it. Don't guide it. Don't train it. Don't do anything. Let it express itself. It wants to be a girl. Let it be a girl, even though it was born biologically a male. Don't get in the way. And it's just, it doesn't.
Which actually brings us really well into the idea of sin.
That was not 3 minutes, though.
But no. But it brings us into that idea.
No, it does. It does.
Brings us really well. So we can talk about that and actually, try to break this down a little bit. I mean, what you're talking about there is two people.
Mm-hmm.
They came together in sin.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely.
Well, if you're going to consider aborting the baby, probably.
More than likely.
Yeah.
They came together with not married.
Yeah, because
not in the confines of marriage, which is a sin.
Mm-hmm.
So they came together in sin. A baby was created from that, and then they sinned again by killing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just continue the cycle. And when they continue the cycle, they not only continue the cycle, but because they've continued the cycle, they also try to recruit other people to do the same thing.
To justify it so they don't feel bad.
I was just going to say what's sad is that there's just a work of trying to justify it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the big push, that it's not a baby. It's not really a baby because we need to figure out some way to justify it. Or it's not wrong because it's not breathing yet. So it's not wrong. And other people are doing it. And it's going to be more convenient or whatever it is. So you justify. And the more we have a language of justification for sin or an allowance or a diminishing of shame, that there is no shame, the more we fool ourselves, but the deeper and deeper we go, where we know we we know
Yeah.
it's wrong. I mean, we can run as far as we want, and we can try to talk ourselves into justifying our actions all we want.
Yes.
But the reality and the truth of the matter is what it is. And I will contend until I am proven otherwise, which I don't believe I will ever be proven otherwise, that there is such an increase in depression and self-loathing and suicide because people sin. They sin. The Psalms are very clear that we are crushed. Our bones are crushed underneath the weight of sin, and yet no one is told that they can confess this. No one's told that there's anything to confess. And so they have no opportunity to be told, you did this, it was wrong,
Right.
you are forgiven.
Yep.
Yeah.
We actually did a story yesterday. There's people who are advocating for eugenics, and they figure if you changing the word, another way to hide it and change things, it's now population engineering.
Yeah.
That's the lingo they're using now. It's not reproductive freedom. It is population engineering.
It's no longer women's rights. It's now population.
It's no longer freedom. Yep. It's all about
population engineering,
which, when you say it like that, sounds
really bad.
Pretty daggone smart, right? Somebody smart had to think of that one.
Not really.
Right? Maybe not. Probably not.
They probably just pulled it from the past again.
Sucks.
I mean, the point here really is when it comes to abortion is very simple. It's let's be frank, and PA says it. Your choice as a woman should be made at the exact same time as law requires it for a man. Before intercourse.
Yep.
Before intercourse. That is it. If you want to keep the child, before intercourse.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple. You as you said before, it's one bad thing leads to another, to another, to another, to another, because you don't want to face the music, as it were.
Right.
Right.
And eventually you're going to have to pay the piper at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And
one of those ways is by actually having a kid.
Yeah.
In this
should be, yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading on with this just a tad. He continues, old Frankie, says, quote, I listened to you. This is afterwards. He's like, after the cheering and everything went on, the guy asked, he's like, well, what about my right to life? This was the guy that asked the question. And old Frankie turns around and said, quote, I listened to you and I heard your question and I'm answering it. And I want to tell you some of the consequences of this. In my home state of Texas, thanks to these trap laws that make it harder for providers to offer the full spectrum of reproductive care, more than a quarter of our family planning clinics have closed.
Just pause.
Quote. Yes, ma'am.
Can we quit calling abortions reproductive care?
Yeah,
because there is no reproducing.
I was getting ready to say the exact same thing. It's not,
and there's no care.
There's no care, and it's not reproductive.
All right. Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. That's exactly where we're.
I am so glad that I'm not the only one like eye twitching right here.
All on the same page.
He concluded, I don't question the decisions that a woman makes. Only she knows what she knows, and I want to trust her with that. So I appreciate the question. End quote.
So how did he actually listen to this guy? I listened to you. I heard you. But did you?
I'm waiting for the answer. He still never actually answered the question.
He never answered.
No. It's
like when a politician ever gets a question that they don't want to answer. Oh, that was a great question. It was an amazing question. I'm going to answer it as quickly and concisely as possible. And man, was that so good. Is that
cashmere? Are you wearing cashmere?
That question is something on the minds of America. I'm
so glad you asked this question.
Man, I'm glad that
because no one's ever asked me that.
And with that question in mind,
I'm sorry, candidate. Your 2 minutes are up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's usually how it goes.
Darn it!
I'll catch you next time, there, Tiger. Yeah.
I was just about to talk about.
Yeah,
this
I know.
I'm
sorry, but
Bobby.
but we have to move on, Senator. There's some other
son
candidates
of a gun.
to do next time. Let's keep it under 2 minutes now, shall we?
Okay.
Gillibrand, would you like to? Oh, Gillibrand's not in no more.
Oh.
No.
It drives me nuts. These people who just think it is okay to, I mean, everybody should be making the proper decision in advance. I come back to this as before. Why is it that they're so hell-bent on trying to stop it after the fact? If you're going to, using everything going back to sin, if you're going to sin by, laying down in the biblical sense outside of wedlock, if you're going to do all that and you're going to take those steps, well, then why not do stuff along the way to at least avoid the possibility of bringing another life into it? How come that is nothing that we talk about anymore?
Right.
No. Let's just kill it.
Right.
Like
because that's going to really fix the problem.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand. I really don't.
But part of it is that you have an understanding of the sanctity of life, and that is lacking. It's lacking from
it's Trump's
from
fault.
the abortion camp.
It is. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault.
Trump did it.
Everything else is his fault for some stupid reason. I just figure I'd throw that out
Trump
there.
did it.
It was. Sorry, it's always a fun joke to do. But I don't.
So I don't do a lot of politics, but he had a major troll on Gillibrand today. Did you see that?
Yeah, we saw it.
I saw it when he was before the show, and I started laughing.
He showed it to me. He was like, "Dude, look at this."
He's such a jerk.
Keith read it to me right before the show, and he's like troll level expert.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's literally like under the bridge troll expert.
Yeah,
he's that. He is full on like Monty Python and the Holy Grail asking you questions.
What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? Yeah, that's him.
That's him. Full on.
That's him. What is the capital verse Pakistan? That's...
I'm
gonna have to watch that now again.
So good. Anyway,
we need a commercial.
We do need a commercial. It's that time again.
Yep.
It's that time again.
For cat coolers. It's that time again for cat coolers. I know. Because like you, like Kari, you have to be able to keep things cold.
I actually just was talking to someone. They were saying, "Oh, I really need to get a new cooler." And I said, "You should really check out cat coolers."
Yes. That's amazing because
I was telling them about the cat coolers. Yes.
Exactly, because not only are they rugged, not only do they keep your eyes cold for up to 7 days, they're made in the United States, they're fully customizable, they come in multiple colors, but
how many multiples?
5.
But wait, there's more.
They're also given a lifetime warranty. So it doesn't matter what happens. You could throw a cinder block at this thing, break the cinder block, because the cat cooler will break the cinder block. But if you somehow break it, not only will you get applause from the company over at Cat Coolers,
they will
applaud you. It's like, good job. That's amazing.
Yes.
But they'll give you a new one. I know. It's crazy. Or they'll fix the one that you broke.
That's true.
Yes, that's right.
But wait, there's more.
If you go to catcoolers.com, catcoolers.com, use the promo code Steven, STEVEN. You can get 10% off on your purchase of any cat cooler product that you'd like from the website. That's catcoolers.com. Promo code Steven gets you 10% off.
That's true.
That's
true.
That is true.
We almost have this down.
Almost down.
Almost have
so
this
close.
Down. So missed it by
that much. Yeah.
Good times. Let's see.
So speaking of sinful natures and things that are going on, Ilhan Omar,
because who doesn't want to talk about her?
Oh, geez.
Is now being accused of stealing a woman's husband.
That's not her brother?
That's not her
not
brother.
her brother.
Okay.
A woman in Washington, D.C. says her political consultant husband left her for Ilhan Omar. This, according to the bombshell divorce filings obtained by the New York Post.
That's just...
You see, her husband has been caught cheating multiple times. But this time, he was caught having an affair with Somali-born U.S. Representative Ilhan Omar.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good,
It
though.
could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!
Boo indeed.
Boo
Sorry.
indeed.
I just wanted to play that one, and it somewhat fits.
It fit fine.
It fit pretty good.
It fits enough because it's an awesome soundbite.
That's right. It's more than enough.
It fit. It was more than enough. Thank you.
Oh, he even made a shocking declaration of love for the Minnesota Congresswoman before he ditched his wife. This was all alleged in the filing.
Omar, Omar, wherefore art thou, Omar?
It is the East, and Ilhan Omar is the sun.
So bad.
Oh,
So bad.
Oh, man.
But it was also, she also paid him for a bunch of
Services.
stuff. Yes.
Ah, ha, ha.
She go to Grinder
And-
too? Did she pilfer that from the services? Should she double up her meetings?
Well, it's from the campaign. It's from her campaign, so it could be
Possible.
more.
Did she double her speaking engagements just so she could pay the stuff?
It was her champagne campaign budget.
Ew.
No.
Nasty.
Oh.
Ain't no sex in the champagne room, though.
No, that you clearly have never been in the champagne room. Why would it like? I don't. I'm trying to understand. One, and I guess there's somebody for everybody, but just the idea of like I'm gonna leave my wife to go chase after any representative, let alone Ilhan
they have-
Omar. Like
They have good like insurance and stuff though, so
Oh, yeah, great insurance. Of course, she's already been married and not divorced 3 times.
So she's got
Yes.
this down.
Pack.
She's turning
yes,
it
she
in.
does.
If she gets this one down right, she could turn it into an Olympic sport.
Oh, she could have a reverse harem.
There, ooh, right? Have her own little stable.
So I
You're welcome.
I think Dylan, you've hit on something here, and you've said this a couple of times. I don't understand, but it's so out of the realm of
Normalcy, like logic.
and where you would go with your life.
This is
You know,
true.
what you would do with your life. That it's hard to understand. I knew that. I know. And you know what? I keep forgetting. I have a bell. Keith brought me a bell, and I.
Aw, thank you, Keith.
Yeah,
Good man.
Now we
I
gotta
know,
just
but it's not.
train
sure.
you. We got to train you how to use it.
But anyway,
You got to
I know.
hand on the
I
buzzer.
know.
Got a hand on the buzzer.
I know how to bell.
She can bell with the best of a man.
Hangs out with Brad all the time. She knows how to use a bell.
That's right.
I need to have breakfast with Brad again or something. He's a fun one to hang out with. But
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
so anywho, that's neither here nor there. But so you're trying to understand a perspective or a mind frame that you're just you're just not going to.
Yeah,
You're just not
and
going to.
I understand that. That's like a fish trying to understand anything outside of water, and I got that. That's how I've always been. Is I'm the type of guy who wants to like understand things, and when you come across something, I literally feel like the AI that I'm made fun of, it does not compute. A plus B should equal C, and yet for some stupid reason, A plus B is equaling purple, and I can't.
Yeah.
It's one of these things. It's not like the other, you know, and it drives me insane.
One
And so-
fish, 2 fish, red fish, green fish. What?
Yeah, well, no, and in Mike, that's the normalcy. But in one fish, 2 fish, green fish, BMW bug or Volkswagen bug. That's what I
VW.
meant. VW. That's what I meant.
It's V-dub in the house.
Yes.
And I do appreciate, I mean, in the thought of, I want to understand what makes this person tick or why they do the things they do. But there are, and honestly, it would have to come back to what we were talking about earlier. It's sin.
Yep.
Yes.
Bottom line,
It's really what it is. I mean, you could take the entirety of our show tonight and you could condense it into 3 minutes. It's sin.
Yeah.
What is sin?
It is.
Let me
That's
show
right.
you what it is.
Yes.
And just take the news story clippings that we did. Let me show you what sin is. Book.
Sin is a priest who pilfers money. Grinder and
a priest
sexual
going
hookups.
to Grinder. A politician saying that abortion is okay.
Apparently, Ilhan Omar is stealing husbands now because she can't keep her brother. That's
not a very stable relationship.
No.
That's going back to the other horse joke.
That goes back to the other horse joke we had a second ago.
It's callbacks. Nay,
It's an
sir.
oldie goodie.
Oh.
It's an oldie but goodie. God bless us all.
Maybe it should have been a camel joke.
It's the one hump or two.
I don't know. Depends how much water.
That sounds. Well, I was gonna say that's a joke. Have you heard that joke yet?
Yeah.
The 3-hump camel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna go there.
It was on a kids movie, wasn't it?
No, I'm not going there.
It was on a kids movie.
I'm not doing it.
Have you heard that joke, Kari?
Stop
I
it.
think I have.
What do you call a 3-hump camel?
What?
Pregnant.
Oh, that's funny.
See? It's not bad.
Not going there.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I'm just not going there. I just don't feel it today.
He's not. Yeah, he's.
I'm not there.
Feel it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Even
I need a bell there.
Yeah. See. It does baffle me though that certain people. I say certain people that most people can't look at this and go, you know what? There's a problem there.
Right.
And I'm not smart by any stretch of the imagination. But if I can see it, this is.
You can see clearly now.
The rain is gone.
Yes.
I can see all obstacles in my way.
But can you see the price at CBD oil over at mojo50.com?
Have you ever seen the rain?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay.
But have you seen the prices of the CBD oil over at mojo50.com?
No, I haven't.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
No, I'm not going to. I'm joking. I am definitely going to. We all know that CBD is kind of an expensive thing. Okay? It is, and we know it. And the reason why? Government authorities. So we have to get certificates of authenticity. You have to verify it, all the rest of this junk. It has to go through process after process after process after process to make sure that you're actually getting a high quality product, not just something that somebody, they ground up some leaves and then they poured some water in it and said, "This is oil." Ta-da! Ta-da! There it is. No, this stuff is CO2 extracted. It's cold pressed, which is funny to say that with hemp. And it is one of the highest quality that you can find. Not only that, but this is it's a full spectrum CBD, so it works all the time. It doesn't just CBD is normally like it's one of those compounds called entourage compounds. It has the entourage effect. That means you have to add other things to it to make it work better. This is a full spectrum CBD oil. You don't have to add anything.
But wait, there's more.
That's true. There is more. You guys can actually go to mojo50.com/shop. If you're interested in CBD oils, if you're interested in feeling better, you want to get rid of that nagging joint discomfort, that difficulty sleeping, that frequent inflammation, the mood swings, even gut problems.
That's true.
Go to mojo50.com/shop, use the promo code Defenders, and you can get $15 off the price when you order. That's $15 off the price. mojo50.com/shop. Defenders is the promo code.
Wow, the music is already playing.
I know, that's why I had to throw that in there. That's why.
No, I knew that, but dear Lord, it goes fast.
I know. It's so,
it does.
So much. Anyway.
It's almost like we need 2 hours.
Before we go, Kari, let's get some numbers for the day here, for the bell counts here. Check it out.
I was hoping.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day. Today we had 6 missed innuendo bells, 32 actual bells,
It's beautiful.
1 creepy Uncle Joe, 1 rim shot, and 1 oh my gosh.
That was us.
Giving us a B- for the day. Peace out and good night, y'all.
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
We're doing all
It's not
right.
perfect, but we're doing okay.
Where can they find you, Miss Kari?
At Kari Malinak on Twitter.
On Twitter.
That's at Kari Malinak on Twitter. We are DOAE Show, DOAEshow.com, mojo50.com, at DOAE Show on all of your social medias. Use that hashtag, arm yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Tomorrow. Bye.
I'll see you Tuesday. Bye.